Hello, my name is Sarah. I'm going to be your student physical therapist today. So what brings you in?
I'm having some pretty bad low back pain.
Can you describe that a little for me, like its location and how bad it is, maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like, you're in the hospital and 0 is you're not feeling any pain at all?
Yeah, it's kind of a dull, achy pain. At the worst, I would say it's a 7, and then at best, I would probably say it's a 4.
What would you say that it averages?
Average, I would probably say a 6.
Okay. And how is it feeling right now?
Right now, it's about a 5.
Okay. So pretty standard.
Yeah.
And you said it was in the center of your low back?
Yeah, kind of just like along this whole
region.
band.
Okay. When did it start? Was there anything that caused it?
Not that I noticed, but I started to notice it about 3 to 4 weeks ago. When I was just sitting at my desk at work. And then it's just kind of gotten worse since then, or more persistent.
And what's your job?
I sell paper.
Okay.
So I'm sitting at my desk all day on the phone.
Any new changes with your job or anything that potentially could have caused it, or?
Nothing with my job, but I do also have a newborn.
Okay. So what aggravates your low back pain? So you said sitting at your desk at work. How long does it take for that to start being an issue?
I would probably say 2 to 3 hours. So about like that mid-morning, 9 to 10 o'clock. That's when I start to like notice it, and then it just gets progressively worse throughout the day.
Any other things that irritate your low back?
Holding my baby and like trying to like rock her to sleep.
Any bending over or lifting stuff off the ground besides your child? Any issues sleeping or pain doing like morning activities?
Definitely sleeping. It gets a little stiff in the morning. When I roll out of bed, I kind of have to really get to moving before it kind of eases up a bit.
Okay. But nothing else, so just sitting for a few hours, it'll start to aggravate it, picking up your child, picking up things?
Yes, okay. So bending down to pick things up off the floor.
And you said you're having issues sleeping, or just when you wake up?
Just when I wake up.
Okay. You're able to sleep comfortably?
For the most part. Like sometimes I'll wake up with mild aches, probably about that 3 to 4, but I'm able to fall back asleep.
Okay. Anything that eases your pain, makes it better?
I would say heat, and then I like to use icy hot, and then kind of during the day at work, I'll kind of get up and walk around, and that seems to alleviate some of the pain.
Good. That's going to be my next question, was anything you do at work that alleviates that? So getting up and walking around.
Yeah.
Does it go away? Does it make it less?
Yeah, it just makes it less. It doesn't completely go away.
Okay. Is any of those, you said heat, icy hot, does any of those make it completely go away?
The heat does for a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
So after I get done with a heat pack session, it'll be good for about 3 hours, and then it starts to flare up again.
Creep back.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just noticed it about a month ago, and there's nothing that you can think of that may have caused it, it sounds like. And we've already talked about where it currently is. Do you ever experience any like migrating symptoms, like pain anywhere else besides your low back, or is it just pretty much stick there?
Low back, and then it does a little bit into my bottom area, in the buttocks. I get a little bit of like achiness, tightness.
Is that on one side, both sides?
Left more than right.
Okay. So it can affect both, but you feel it more predominantly on the left?
Yeah.
Okay. And you said it's described as like an achiness?
Yes, yeah.
No, no tingling or like hot and cold kind of feelings or anything like that?
Yeah, not hot and cold. Every now and then maybe like almost like a sharp digging, nagging feeling.
Okay.
But that sharp digging, nagging feeling I get more on the left than the right.
Okay. All right, so we did talk about some activities that you have issues with. A little more specifically, so, right, you said when you get out of bed in the morning, you can be a little stiff. How does it look like for you to get ready in the morning or do anything maybe with your kids? Any limitations in that, like brushing your hair, washing, feeding yourself?
For that, I'm usually pretty good after like the first 5-10 minutes of walking around in the morning. So it doesn't necessarily affect me getting ready, but it affects me being able to like get my child to sleep, holding them, rocking them, and definitely at the end of the day, it's almost impossible to like stand with her, so then I have to like sit with her, which she doesn't always like.
Yeah, it's understandable. But it sounds like you're able to kind of do your own thing. After a few minutes, you can take care of yourself. You're just having issues like helping with your child and getting her ready and everything like that.
Yeah.
Any sports, any hobbies or anything? We've already talked about work, how it's affected at work, but any hobbies or anything else that it's affecting in your life? Social activities?
I do like to attend a book club, but I usually don't get around to the readings because I like to sit in my recliner to read the book, and it's just nearly impossible to sit in that recliner. It just aggravates the symptoms even more, almost more than sitting at work.
Have you been able to attend them at all, or has that pretty much been eliminated?
I have missed a couple just because I like to go when I've completed the readings, and if I don't complete the readings, I don't usually go.
Okay. And lastly, and then we'll just kind of review everything, what are your goals for physical therapy? What are you looking to get out of this?
I would love to be able to stand and rock my baby without any pain. I'd like to be able to sit in my recliner and read, get back to being able to really participate in the book clubs, and definitely being able to work throughout the day without pain.
Okay. So in summary, you're describing like a dull kind of low back pain. You said at best it's a 4. Right now it's like at a 5. It averages about a 6, and the worst it gets is a 7. Feel free to correct me on any of this as this is wrong. Sometimes you experience like a sharp kind of achiness. It can go down both glutes, but more predominantly in your left glute. Unsure of kind of what started it, but it's been going on for the last month, and you kind of noticed it at work. So work is hard, like sitting at work, and you're really struggling with lifting your child, taking care of yourself and everything in the morning. That's pretty much okay. You can get through that. And stuff that alleviates it is like heat and icy hot, and able to walk around at work. And you'd really like to get back to be able to take care of your child and lift her and like rock her pain-free, being able to function at work, and get back to your book club, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, or anything I missed?
Now that I think about it, when I'm in the recliner, the pain is more like 8 out of 10.
Okay.
So that would actually be my worst.
Okay. Add that in there. All right. Well, we'll take a look at all this and see how everything goes.